Hey everybody, Don Georgievich here with Job Interview Tools. Today I want to share with you my 5 best strategy tips that will make you stand out and convince interviewers that you are the best candidate for the job, so they are more likely to offer you the job. So if you're ready to learn more about being the best, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and we will dive right in. Now, you might be wondering from the scenery that we're not in my office. Well, today I brought you along with me to the Cuyahoga Valley National Park in Cleveland, Ohio. And I brought you along so you can escape your world for just a few minutes and step into a peaceful and serene place where we can talk privately and I can share with you my thoughts on how you can be the best. Sound good? Okay, number 1. The first thing you want to do in any job interview is be enthusiastic and personable. For example, if the company had to choose between 2 candidates, one who was pleasant and personable but lacked experience, and then one who had all the right experience but was very quiet and struggled to show any form of expression or enthusiasm for the job, which one would you hire? Most managers pick the first one because they're pleasant, because pleasant people are more enjoyable to be around and they'll train them to improve their skills. Now, hiring managers know that it's much easier to train for skill than personality, but oftentimes the experienced candidate is just nervous, so the hiring manager is not seeing the real person. So how do you overcome your nerves so you can be personable and experienced? Well, first, you have to recognize the problem, and the easiest way to overcome it is with frequent interviews. That's right, go on as many interviews as you can get, even for jobs that you're not interested in, just to get the practice. Repetition is the mother of skill, and the more you interview and practice, the better you will become. Number 2. Understand their problems and show them that you are a solution to solve them. Carefully read through the job description to look for areas where they have problems and then start thinking about how your experience has prepared you to solve their problems. The only reason a business hires someone is because they have a need or they have a problem that needs to be solved. So do some research on the company ahead of time and even guess at what problems they might be facing. That way, when you're in the interview, you will appear more relevant to them because you understand their needs. And when you're in the interview, don't just assume that you know what their problems are, even though you have an idea. You want to lead them, to get them to explain their needs to you, their pains and their problems. So you can simply ask, what are some of the biggest problems facing this department? Or what are some of the biggest challenges facing this position? And then they will tell you. And then you can show them that you understand by reciting back their pains, by saying something like, so what you're saying is, and then fill in the blank with the problem. And then follow up with your idea. You can simply say, we had a problem in my last company, and here's what we did to solve it. And then saying that will instantly elevate your status with them. And number 3, sell yourself in the interview. An interview is not an interrogation, but a conversation where you build rapport with your interviewer and get them to know you, like you, and trust you, so they want to offer you the job. And to sell yourself, you have to understand their problems and their pains, and you have to show them that you understand by telling them like this. You say, so what you're saying is, and then summarize what the problem is. And when you do this right, they will say, yeah, that's right, you understand. That's how you sell yourself, by showing them that you understand their problems. And then you present yourself as a solution to their problems by saying, well, we had that problem before at my last company. Here is what we did to solve it. This is the easiest and most effective way to sell yourself in a job interview. Number 4, stories sell. So tell stories. People love to hear stories. Walk your interviewer through your background and qualifications in a way that is interesting and engaging so that it invites questions and creates conversation points. If interviewers are not asking follow-up questions on your stories about, how you did something, your story is probably falling flat on their ears and they wish you would just stop talking. So when you tell an engaging story, it creates conversation and you build rapport with your interviewer, and thus you're more likely to go farther in the process, where they will eventually see you as the ideal fit for the job. Number 5, be yourself. To get hired somewhere, you have to have more than the right skills and personality and values. All 3 have to harmonize together. You need to be confident. that you can do the job, and they must believe that you can do it. And oftentimes candidates have the right skills for the job, but they don't exude enough confidence, and the interviewer has doubt about their ability, and they won't hire you. So don't put so much pressure on yourself and say that I have to get this job or else. I mean, that type of pressure is more destructive than it is helpful. Putting pressure on yourself to understand their needs and showing that you are a solution is the good kind of pressure. But demanding of yourself that you land this job is the worst thing you can do. I mean, the best thing you can do is to be natural, genuine, and enthusiastic. And when you interview, do it objectively. Meaning that you're only entertaining the idea of working there. I mean, tell yourself that they must sell you on the job, or you won't be convinced that it's right for you. I mean, taking on this stance puts you in a stronger position to interview because you have not said yes yet. I mean, all too often candidates are so desperate for the job that it makes them weak in the interview. And interviewers sense this weakness and they are repelled by it. But when you are genuine, you will be naturally confident, and they will feel your confidence, and they won't doubt your ability to do the job. So there you have it, my friend, my 5 best tips on how to make interviewers feel like you are the best candidate for the job. Now, before you go on your next interview, go to jobinterviewtools.com, grab a copy of the complete interview answer guide. It has over 129 different questions in it that are going to prepare you for the job. And the great thing about it is they're all on MP3 tracks, so you can download all 129 questions to your phone and take them anywhere, practice and learn and prepare. And I would suggest that before you go on your next interview, go somewhere where it's peaceful, where it's quiet, like a park, like a neighborhood park, a national park, any kind of park that you have, or even just walk around in your neighborhood if you don't have a park that's nearby. It's a great place to go to clear your head and just disconnect from our digital world and just relax, ponder, and think about the job interview that you have coming up. And I guarantee that's going to help you go so much farther in your interview when you clear your mind and you clear your head and you prepare for your interview. All right, my friend, that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.